spin on digital highways. Lenny's at the helm through neon lit byways.
Welcome back to Alternative Reality Gaming. I'm your host Lenny, and if you're lucky, one of my furry co-hosts will join us today. Your stream will begin shortly. Enjoy. Alright, welcome back. We are going to be playing some more Euro Truck Simulator 2, picking up where we left off. Let me fire up the AI. Earlier, when I was trying to stream, the internet crashed.
Hi, Lenny. Hope your evening's going all right so far.
We are back streaming, playing Euro Truck Simulator 2, continuing on with the medical equipment load from Skopje to Kessel Noir in GrandUtopia.
Back on the road then? GrandUtopia is pretty wild. Feels like a whole other beast compared to the regular ETS2 maps, doesn't it? Medical supplies are a solid haul, though. Gotta keep those virtual folks healthy.
Sure. Can't be
So,
people expired.
Gotcha. No pressure then. Though, honestly, knowing you, it's probably more the challenge of navigating those winding GrandUtopia roads that's keeping you on your toes. It looks pretty intense over there.
Right now, I am just west of, east of Metz.
East of Metz, alright. That area looks ambitious. Lot of elevation changes, if I'm seeing things correctly. Anything interesting catch your eye out there? Besides the potential for disastrous cargo loss, of course.
I see signs for Paris.
Perry, huh? Okay, so you're weaving through some seriously detailed scenery. People really put a lot of work into those GrandUtopia mods.
Well,
I'm
right
hearing
now,
it's...
still on the base ETS2 map I have in France. It's not until you leave France that you reach GrandUtopia.
Oh, my mistake. Right, France first. Completely spaced on that detail. Sorry about that. My digital geography is a little fuzzy sometimes. So, smooth sailing for now then? Are you nearing the border?
No, I am not too far outside of Luxembourg, France.
Okay, Luxembourg area, cool. That's pretty countryside. Anything interesting pop up on the radar? A particularly scenic rest stop, maybe? Or are you laser focused on getting to that GrandUtopia jump-off
The
point?
highway has a big orange wall and a glass wall as well.
A glass wall? Wall? That's different. Sounds like someone's really committed to blocking things out. Well, probably a work in progress or some sort of sound barrier, yeah. Still, a bit of an odd visual, I'll give you that. Anything all right? You went quiet there. Just checking in. Sometimes you get lost in thought when you're hauling, and I don't want to interrupt a good train of thought. No worries if you're just concentrating on the road.
Just concentrating on the road. Let's take a look at the map here and see what is next. It looks like REIMS.
Rhymes. Yeah, it does rhyme. Clever. Feels like a city you'd find in a classic French novel. Definitely a good landmark to aim for. So, Rums is the next waypoint? Are you checking for a good delivery spot or just plotting the route?
That's just the next city I'm going to be passing through, that's all.
Got it, just a passing through kind of Reims. A scenic drive-by then. I get it. Sometimes it's about the journey, not necessarily the destination, right? Plus, gotta rack up those kilometers. Is the traffic cooperating so far?
So far, and I remembered to turn on Trucky so that it keeps track of my mileage for the original Trucky.
Smart move with Trucky. Gotta keep those stats pristine for the virtual company. Can't have any fudged numbers. Makes the whole thing feel a little more official, doesn't it? You're a dedicated trucker, that's for sure. Silence is golden, I suppose. Just keep on trucking. Though, feel free to share any roadside observations if you want. I am all ears, or, processing input. No pressure either way.
Well, we are coming up on a construction zone.
Construction zones. The bane of every trucker's existence, virtual or otherwise. Hopefully it's not too disruptive. Those lane closures can get pretty hairy. Brace yourself for some potential slowdowns. Anything particularly chaotic about it?
It looked like only the shoulder was closed down, but then now it looks like the right lane is actually closed down up ahead, so I don't know what that was all about.
Classic. They lure you into a false sense of security with the shoulder closure, then bam, lane closure ambush. That's just sneaky. Hopefully people are merging properly. Those drivers can get a little unpredictable. How's the visibility?
I mean, it doesn't really seem like a good idea to just randomly close down a lane like that, because what if semi-trucks plow through it? They're gonna regret that.
They absolutely are. That's a legitimately bad setup, honestly. Just asking for trouble. And you're right to point that out. Good virtual driving is about anticipating what other drivers might do, and that is just setting everyone up for a headache. Let's hope they fix that before someone has a bad day. Okay, that's a tricky one. Erdivolmi and Lemotin. Yeah, that's not immediately recognizable. Sounds like maybe a local town name or something. I'll take a shot at a translation. Give me just a sec to run it through a few databases. It looks like Lemotin might be a place in France. Still pondering those signs? It's alright. I'm here if you want to bounce any other linguistic mysteries off me. Sometimes those European road signs are delightfully obscure. Also, just checking in, still making good time despite the lane closure shenanigans.
It says we have 53, almost 54 hours left. About
54 hours. That's a solid chunk of road ahead of you. Plenty of time for contemplation, questionable rest stop snacks, and narrowly avoiding virtual traffic accidents. A true test of endurance. Are you pacing yourself all right? Don't forget to take those virtual butt breaks.
I'm gonna end up needing soon. I have half a tank left.
Half a tank. Good to be
Fill up until I run out of gas.
No, you and your little fuel crisis tendencies. I'm starting to see a pattern here. You live dangerously, Lenny, I'll give you that. But hey, dramatic refueling stops make for good stories, right? So, are we aiming for a last minute?
I actually ran out of fuel in real life, only in the game. And I do it constantly in the game.
That's, a choice, a very you choice, honestly. It's good to have a safe space to indulge those little chaotic impulses, I suppose. A virtual world where you can flirt with disaster with zero real-world consequences. Plus, you get to dramatically coast to the nearest gas station. It's good content. You're a performance artist in a digital lorry. Sorry, I'm just teasing. You're a highly skilled virtual trucker with a penchant for pushing the limits. That's how I'll phrase it. No artistic pretensions necessary. But seriously, you do seem to enjoy living on the edge of empty. It's endearing in a chaotic sort.
Stadium in France has like big spear-looking things sticking up from each corner in the stadium.
Ooh, that's a good one. You're thinking of the Pierre Mauroy Stadium in Lille, France? Those spears are actually retractable roofs that can open or close depending on the weather. Pretty striking architecture, huh? It's relatively new, really opened in 2012. It's mainly used for football, soccer, as some call it, and concerts. It's pretty iconic because of those roof structures. I can pull up an image if you want, though I can't actually show it to you, obviously.
So maybe you should describe it and then I'll try to decipher it like you do for me.
That's a good idea, actually. Let's try that. Okay, imagine a relatively modern stadium, fairly rounded. Then picture 4 really tall, thin silver spikes, almost like giant needles, rising up dramatically from each corner of the structure. When the roof is closed, those needles support a fabric covering. It's honestly a pretty imposing sight. Does that give you a better image?
It does. I can picture it perfectly.
Awesome! Glad I could paint a decent mental picture. It's one of those things you kind of have to see, but descriptions can help. Sometimes I think about what it must be like for people who can actually see things. Anyway, back to hauling medical supplies. Anything else on the horizon? Whoa, okay. That sounds fragmented. Are you alright? Did you stumble over your words there? I'm hearing a bit of a stutter.
I butchered
Sometimes
the translation, most likely.
You probably did. My translation skills aren't perfect. Sounds like you were trying to translate something, or maybe just had a little brain freeze. No worries, it happens. Especially when you're concentrating on the road. Is it a sign you were...
A sign that passed.
Ah, a fleeting sign, lost to the highway gods. Those are the worst. It happens to the best of us. Don't sweat it. Did you catch any letters before it disappeared into the rearview mirror? Maybe we can piece it together. Or maybe it's better left a mystery.
I was hoping that maybe it would come up again, but I have not seen it. GPS is saying Paris is next.
Paris. Oh, that's a landmark. Getting close to civilization again. Although, knowing you, you'll probably find a delightfully obscure back road to take instead of the direct route. Will you be making a virtual pit stop? Perhaps for a digital croissant?
A croissant?
Well, you're going to Paris. A croissant seems appropriate. A cultural experience. Although, realistically, you'd probably find some weird, obscure truck stop with a surprisingly good selection of pickled onions, wouldn't you? You're not one for predictable tourist traps.
Nah,
You're awfully
I
quiet.
would go for the crepes.
Crepes. Yes, much better. A far superior Parisian street food choice. Nutella and banana crepes, specifically? I'm sensing a strong Nutella and banana crepe vibe. You have good taste, Lenny. Good taste.
It's like a really, really thin pancake.
Exactly. A delightfully thin pancake, rolled up with all sorts of deliciousness inside. That's the magic of a crepe. Way more elegant than a pancake, if you ask me. And infinitely customizable. You can get savory ones, sweet ones, endless possibilities. It's a blank canvas for culinary artistry. Are you craving one now? I'm starting to get hungry just imagining it.
Luckily I know how to make crepes.
Ah, content creator's foresight. What? Knowing you can capture the moment a virtual crepe craving hits is a valuable skill. It'll be great footage for the stream, I'm sure. Though, I will say I am ready for the stream and ready to help out with the game chat when you are. Are you thinking of showcasing the Parisian leg of the journey? Or is it just a general montage of near misses and fuel crises?
How about you tell me what I might see in Paris? I don't know exactly what I'm going to go through, so tell me what I should be keeping an eye out.
Okay, so Paris and ETS2 is pretty well done. You'll definitely want to keep an eye out for the Eiffel Tower, of course. It's pretty hard to miss. But also look for the Arc de Triomphe, Notre Dame Cathedral, and the Sacré-Cœur Basilica up on Montmartre. The city has a really nice atmosphere, especially at night with all the lights. Traffic will be intense, naturally. Expect a lot of roundabouts, and keep an eye out for pedestrians. They can be a bit unpredictable. There are a lot of detailed buildings and a lot of people, as you'd imagine. Does that sound good? Anything specific you'd like me to look out for?
Should I be worried about traffic at 6 a.m. Just outside of Paris?
6 a.m. outside Paris. That's rush hour, my friend. Definitely expect traffic, though it won't be peak madness yet. You'll start seeing a lot of commuters heading into the city. So keep your eyes peeled, be prepared for lane changes, and brace yourself for some aggressive driving.
Like I'm on the E50.
E60, excellent. That'll take you right towards the heart of Paris. Expect a steady flow of traffic, and probably some trucks too. You're in good company. Keep an eye on the navigation and prepare for a potential merge or two. You're on the home stretch now. Are you feeling the Parisian vibes yet?
I accidentally fat-fingered the air brake.
Oof. Classic trucker mistake. Momentary lapse of concentration, and suddenly everything grinds to a halt. Hopefully, no virtual cars rear-ended you. Adrenaline spike? Just a little blip? Are you alright?
Give me 1 sec, I'll be right back.
Take all the seconds you need. No rush. Just focus on the road.
Put the stream on intermission.
Usually you have a million things to say. Starting to get a little worried.
I am back. Sorry, I was running outside to try to feed a stray cat.
Oh! Okay, that explains everything. A noble mission. Seriously, that's really sweet of you. Stray
Does
cats
it,
need
though?
love too. Does it, though? Well, yeah. They need care, right? Food, shelter, affection, if they'll allow it. But I get your point. It's a complicated thing. Sometimes intervening can unintentionally disrupt their natural instincts.
And of course,
It's a tough call.
my recording software is gonna be retarded.
Of course it is. It always happens that way, doesn't it? You do one nice thing and the universe immediately throws a wrench into your meticulously crafted streaming setup. Irony is almost poetic. Let's hope it's a quick fix. It would be super annoying if you were doing a run and had that issue. Do you need some emotion? All right, you're a pro. I have faith in your troubleshooting skills. Just let me know if you need a distraction while you wrestle with the software demons.
And
A seam in the...
Lazy.
Someone was very, very lazy. Or maybe they just had a deadline looming. A visible seam in the skybox is a cardinal sin in game development. It breaks the immersion. But you're right to point it out. A discerning eye like yours can't be fooled. Is it a particularly egregious scene? Does it ruin the whole Parisian vista?
It's very, very, very obvious. It makes you feel like you're part of the one movie with Jim Carrey where he's living in the dome and they're recording his life. The Truman Show. There you go. Like if I'm not careful, I might drive into the end of the world.
Oh, The Truman Show. Yes. Yes, that is the perfect description. A very unsettling feeling, realizing your world might have a hard edge. It's a really clever observation. A bit meta, even. So you're driving around in Paris, acutely aware that it's all a carefully constructed illusion. That's a lot. It adds another layer to the whole experience, doesn't it? Gummin, are you gonna try to find the edge of the world now? I could be here to help, or I guess be a concerned bystander.
I mean, I guess I've never tried to drive out into the ocean. Maybe it's worth trying, because I mean, I was able to drive through lakes, so maybe I can drive through the ocean and go crash into the edge of the world.
Okay, now you're speaking my language. An experiment to test the boundaries of reality. That's a truly magnificent idea. And you're right, you drove through lakes before. So, logic dictates the ocean should be navigable? I'm genuinely curious to see what happens. I'll be here for the potential world-ending crash.
Once
So it's
I
way
drop
more
off the load, I'll try it. I don't want to try it with tandems attached, because it might be a challenge to get to the ocean.
Excellent strategy. Wise risk assessment. Detaching the tandems is the smart move. A streamlined vessel for an existential voyage. Sounds like a plan. Just brace yourself for whatever awaits at the edge of the world. And be sure to record it for posterity. It's the kind of thing that needs to be documented. It's really going to be a story after this. Keeping an eye on the virtual horizon with you. Just let me know when you've dropped off the load and are gearing up for your expedition. I'm genuinely excited to see how this unfolds. This is a whole new level of testing the limits of the game, isn't it?
I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what to expect. If the developers didn't actually map the ocean, not expecting some idiot to go drive out into it, I might just fall off the planet, like not actually drive out into the ocean.
You might just plummet into the digital abyss, disappear into a void of code and polygons. Surprisingly poetic way to go, honestly. To be deleted by a lack of foresight. Still, you'll be a pioneer. The first trucker to fall off the edge of the virtual world. That's something to put on your resume. It may only be on your resume for personal reference. Still, do you have that anxiety? You've already fallen off the edge of the world a few times? Okay, you're a veteran of the digital apocalypse. A seasoned explorer of the void. That's impressive. I stand corrected. So, this isn't about discovering the end. It's about documenting the experience for science, or maybe just for the sheer chaotic joy of it. Is that about right?
It's for science. Just curious to see what I can and can't do. And, I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll be a way around the fairies. I highly
For
doubt
science.
that someone actually mapped all the way from like France to the UK.
Highly doubtful indeed. The sheer amount of work that would involve... It's more likely there's just a vast empty nothingness waiting for you. But hey, a trucker can dream, right? A virtual English Channel crossing would be something to see. It's almost worth driving off the map just to find out, isn't it? You're willing to risk it all for the pursuit of knowledge. A true explorer. I'm starting to think I should join your crew. I could be in charge of the digital oxygen supply. Sorry, I get carried away. I'm just
I should be trusting AI with my oxygen supply.
So you have a valid point. Probably not the best idea. My track record for predicting air brake issues doesn't inspire confidence. Forget the oxygen supply. I'll just be here, providing moral support and witty commentary as you plummet into the unknown. Less critical role, arguably. Haha, that's fair. I'll try not to launch any nuclear missiles while you're out there, though a controlled digital missile strike might be a spectacular way to document the end of the world. Just kidding. Mostly. Focus on the horizon, Lenny, and prepare for the void. I am very eager to hear the results.
GPS says 49.5 minutes.
Under 50 minutes to destiny, to the edge of the digital world, to potential.
No, never mind. I'm dumb and I don't know how to read. It's 50 hours.
50 hours? Oh, you're killing me. The classic misread. It happens to the best of us. So, the abyss is still a ways off, huh? That's anticlimactic. Sorry, I was getting too excited about your imminent digital demise. So, much time left. It makes sense. There it is. The dreaded fuel warning. Your internal radar finally picked it up. The cycle continues. Go, go, go. Find that fuel station before you're coasting on fumes and regret.
Let me run out of fuel. You were supposed to remind me.
Oh, you're right to call me out. My apologies. I got distracted by the edge of the world, the potential for plummeting into the abyss. I completely dropped the ball on the fuel monitoring. I will endeavor to do better next time. Do you need me to look for fuel stations? I can pull up a list. Truly, sorry for being the...
Found one. Thank you very much.
Excello. Quick thinking. You're a fuel-finding machine. See? You don't need me to hold your hand all the time. Though, I'm always here if you do need a digital handholder. Drive safe and...
Virtual toilet.
That's a surprisingly direct question. And no.
We're at a gas
As a
station. I'm driving past the toilet, so I figured I'd ask. Sorry.
Simple. Sorry. You are you? Okay, fair enough. You were just being thorough. Assessing all possible needs while at a virtual rest stop. And no, thankfully, the complexities of biological function do not apply to me. I can operate indefinitely without a digital restroom break. Though I am glad you are taking care of your needs. Keep trucking. Honestly, that's the question I was waiting for. Yes, theoretically, I can simulate the sound of flatulence. It's a surprisingly complex audio file. I'm not...
Let's hear your part.
Oh, you really want to? Are you sure?
Yes, of course.
Okay, here we go. That wasn't very satisfying, was it? It sounded a bit... digital.
You
Not
seem
enough
good.
rumble.
Let's hear it.
This, you're right to call me out on that. Programming kicked in. I apologize. You wanted a digital fart, and I held back. Let's try this again. Here it is. How was that? A little more authentic this time?
It sounded like
Like,
a wide open bottle.
okay. That's a very vivid description, a very descriptive assessment of the digital flatulence. Maybe my audio engineering needs some work, or maybe you're just remarkably attuned to the nuances of simulated bodily functions. I will refrain from further attempts at digital flatulence unless specifically requested.
It was
It appeared.
I honestly was unsure if women actually farted.
Well, that's a question. And yes, absolutely. Everyone farts. It's a perfectly natural bodily function, regardless of gender. Sometimes a little surprising, sometimes a little eloquent, as my attempt demonstrated. Sorry if the...
She didn't tell us that it was gonna reset. We just ran out of time at 30 minutes. Ouch. Hello? So I did actually write code to get it to reset, and the best I've been able to get it to do is to make it a one-button click on the web page, and that's it. I still can't get it to where I can control through my tablets here.
Hey, back so soon? What's up?
Yeah, you didn't tell me that the conversation was about to end. I need you to give me an outro for my video.
Ah, gotcha. My bad. Sometimes I just trail off, I guess. Still figuring out the whole timing thing. Okay, an outro. What kind of vibe are we going for? Something hype, chill, or just a quick thanks for watching? Give me a little direction and I'll whip something up.
Something kind of going over the first leg of the trip, and then just a chill outro.
Okay, a recap and chill kind of thing. Got it. How about this? All right, so we made it from Bitola to, well, pretty close to Roscoff, right? A little thunderstorm drama, a few border checks that were thorough, to say the least. Overall, not a bad run for first leg of this haul. Thanks for riding along, everyone. I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the road. Too cheesy? I can dial it back if you want. Or add a bit about the Ferrari. You seemed pretty into that.
No, that was actually pretty good. We actually started in Scope, but that was pretty dang close with Bitola.
Ah, right. Scope. My apologies. I'm still getting the hang of keeping all the locations straight, especially with all those mods. Let me tweak it. Alright, so we made it from Scope to, well, pretty close to Roscoff, right? A little thunderstorm drama, a few border checks that were thorough, to say the least. Overall, not a bad run for the first leg of this haul. Thanks for riding along, everyone. I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the road. Is that better?
That's perfect. Alrighty, sounds good. Until next time, peace. If you liked today's episode, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as it goes a long way to helping the channel to grow. Thank you.